And y'all keep hearing me talk about these crazy ass white women, and guess what? Now we have another crazy ass white woman who just cannot mind her own damn business. This time at a Target in Tennessee. 3 black women were talking, and this white woman felt the need to check these sisters. You know how that went. Watch.
I said, Tara, try this on because this looks like something Eartha. She said, I don't want to be compared to Eartha Kitt because she
I just understand this is what you guys
That's
do.
what I'm asking. That's why I'm asking. What
this woman any longer, please. I want us to stop engaging with this woman.
Let's stop. Let's have finish with the head.
Let's stop engaging with her, please. Let's stop.
She can't hear.
Thank you.
That's very clear.
I understand you're an abuser. I understand you're abusive.
Stop
I understand you're
talking to
abusive and you make up lies on the spot. I understand. It's
I understand some.
Please stop talking to this lady.
I mean, her question. Yeah, we have a problem.
No,
yes,
she needs to
ma'am.
move on.
We were standing here talking, and I made a reference to Eartha Kitt. No,
I can't.
ma'am.
I can't.
I made a reference to Eartha Kitt, and my friend said, I don't want to be compared to Eartha Kitt because she had sex in the movie with. And then she said,
Okay, I know you're trained online. I know you're trained liar.
Yeah.
I know you're trained liar.
Good job. We are together.
You're perfect for the court system. You guys should all go to court.
But now we're perfect for the court system.
Because you're trained liars.
All right, I'm going to start with you, Lon. You're in PR. Here's the deal. These companies, people like Target might need to put a sign up, crazy ass white women, don't bring that bullshit in our store.
I'm not going to get, first of all, she's got NASA on it. I mean, somebody should talk about that, right? That's a big sign. NASA, okay, number one. But definitely, I think corporations and I think stores have to do a better job now because everybody's paying attention. I mean, this is going on almost every other day. So I think from a corporate standpoint, a corporate responsibility standpoint, communications, we need to start looking at what we need to do to kind of prohibit this kind of activity. But it's a bad look for Target. There's no question about that.
Here's the deal, Sam. I'm telling you right now. Now these sisters were real nice, and I'm telling you, one of these white folks gonna get knocked out by somebody if they decide to just jump in folks' conversation. I mean, I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
I'm a little confused. I'm confused about a lot of things. But was this woman an employee of Target or was she a customer?
No, she was a customer.
These 3 sisters were talking amongst themselves, and this white woman jumps in a conversation to check them.
Just a customer.
See?
Yeah.
Well, you know, there's a liability there that Target's going to have when something jumps off, and it's going to be in Target. I don't know what it's going to happen, Roland. I hope you have the camera there when it happens. It's going to happen.
Greg, hashtag team whip that ass will be showing up. I'm telling you.
Roland, brother, maybe NASA means not a safe activity. They should give them shirts to every white person. But we're laughing, but here's the point. Here's the underlying issue that's very scary. You notice how quickly she moves to say, I'm going to call the law. This is perfect for court. You're trained liars. And this goes back to the previous segments. These white supremacists, as their demographics shrink, are going to look to the courts as the place for last refuge. And so any white person, if we look at the history of America, any white person is a deputy officer of the law. This is the paddle rollers, this is the slave catchers, this is the random people during Jim Crow. These are the people who stand aside when our people get murdered in malls and burnt in Alabama or Chicago. These are the people who feel like, because I'm white, I can always evoke the law and I can police you at any given moment. But, to the last thing to your point, when we do go off and they ignore that that's not a safe activity to keep messing with us, this country is going to have to decide whether or not it's going to be governed by the rule of law and humanity or it's going to denigrate into violence. Because you're right, somebody going to get their ass whipped.
Yep.
I'm telling you. I mean, look, and here's the piece. Again, black folks trying to be calm. You heard the one sister say, we're not going to give her any time. But I'm telling you, you're just going to hop in my conversation and then you're going to castigate me for something I wasn't even talking to you. I'm telling you right now, I keep warning all these crazy white women and white men. Y'all better mind your own damn business because this is not the generation of black people who gonna kneel down and pray for y'all.
Roland, it never was the generation, brother. You made me pull out my history book, my Alpha history book today, brother. I pulled out Brother Charles Wesley. I'm reminded of Paul Robeson, who played football for Rutgers. Brother Paul Robeson, who was playing football when one of them white boys stepped and took all his fingernails off his hand. And on the next play, Robeson, who had been trying to be civil, lifted that white man over his head and was getting ready to break his spine when the coach said, blew the whistle and said, Robeson, you made the team. We will be pushed too far, brother. We've always been pushed too far.
Absolutely. So I'm telling. So every time one of these videos happen, we gonna run it, and I'm keep warning these folks because look, black folks are not playing this game where our car is barely in the walkway. We can't sell lemonade. Matter of fact, I saw somebody sent me a story today. What was it? A black woman was eating lunch somewhere, and they called the cops on her. Yeah, wait a minute. She was eating lunch in a university classroom.
Oh yeah, the student.
Yeah.
They even had a young lady who was sleeping in the student lounge, napping. We're in final exams now. Right. Kids do that. And the other students called the police on her because she had fallen asleep in the same lounge that they were sleeping in. Again, policed while black, brother.
Yeah. I mean, these folks think this whole sense of entitlement has gone too far. It's basically they feel they're entitled, and we pull the sheets back, and we're just going to do anything, and it's our time. And that's the problem we're dealing with.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
As we transition into the holiday season, this is the time, of course, when we start thinking about giving and sharing. Sometimes the best gift that you can give someone is an opportunity that could potentially change their lives financially. That's why our friends at Transatlantic Real Estate have created an investment opportunity for the everyday investor. It involves legal marijuana and crowdfunding. Now, look, black folks have been impacted by marijuana in a negative way. Now, the issue is it is legal in so many areas. It is one of the fastest growing industries in the country. Yeah, and we also know that crowdfunding makes it easy to be an early investor of an opportunity. It's a no-brainer. But it also gets even better. Transatlantic Real Estate is different, and they have a business model that is simple to understand. They buy land that supports marijuana grow operations and lease it to licensed, high-paying tenants. Now, here's the piece. You're investing in a landlord of a licensed marijuana farm in a high-growth market. And for a limited time, you can invest as little as $300 up to $10,000 before the company goes public. Now, here's some more good news. They have recently extended the offer, which means you still have time if you take action now. Now, keep in mind, you must complete and confirm your application to participate. So be sure to complete the process. And don't spend all your money over the holidays and end up with empty pockets. Instead, get a return on your investment. You could also consider making an investment for someone special. How's that for a holiday gift? I say it's a good idea. Now, to get started, go to marijuanastock.org and marijuanastock.org for you to get in the game.
Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video.